Hi Libra, this is your July 2021 reading. So the song that I got on shuffle for you is Here by Alicia Cara. Definitely check that out. There could be a message in there for you guys. But we're going to go ahead and get started with your cards. We have number 8, Vision, Aphrodite. Very interesting because you guys are ruled by Venus. We have number 26, Honesty. And number 27, Hope. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Chaos. So, wow, okay. I do feel like for a lot of you, you could be experiencing this chaotic energy. Or it's like your life right now, the energies surrounding you are very, very chaotic, but you're able to see the divine order in all the chaos. You're really able to look at things from a higher perspective, a different perspective. You're able to rise above the chaos and see it for what it is. See what it's actually doing. See the role that it's playing. Chaos isn't actually just chaotic, out of control energy. There's always a divine order to it. And I feel like you guys have that gift of seeing above things. Like, you guys see the world and see situations differently than most people do. And I feel like that's a significant gift that you have, that you're able to share with the world. We have honesty here. Again, I feel like, this does remind me of Libra. You guys are very just and honest, but I feel like you see the truth behind everything, or at least you look for the truth. You guys are kind of like human lie detectors. You don't see what people try to show you. You see the truth of the matter. You see behind the mask. And with Hope being here, I feel like that's why you're very optimistic, and it's when everyone else is stuck in the chaos and is very anxious and afraid, you always have hope. Again, because you're able to see why this is happening. You're able to see the divinity in everything. And so you kind of are like this northern light for people, where they see how well you hold yourself and how you see things from a very beautiful perspective, that they follow you. They want to feel your comfort and your it's like that hope that you have in these kind of situations really, really helps people get through it. So I do feel like that's a significant gift that you guys have to share with the world, is really just being your truth, living your truth. And it's just people being around you that inspires them, it motivates them, it gives them the hope that you always have. So always remain optimistic. That is your gift and that is your power. And you're not just, I don't think it's like toxic positivity for you guys. It's just the fact that you see things from a higher perspective. You see the divine order in everything. You understand why things happen. Let's see. We have the 6 of Cups. I feel like you have had this gift ever since you were a child. Like, if you were to think back, what was your personality like when you were a kid? What was your approach to life? What were you interested in? I do feel like you were always very happy and optimistic and excited. You weren't afraid. You weren't shy and closed off. You were very, very in touch with the spiritual realm. And you never lost that. Most of us, we lose it as we get older, as we grow up. all children are so deeply connected to the spiritual world, and you kept that with you, and that's your power, that's your gift. Most people forget, and then they experience an awakening, but I feel like you never forgot, you never shut that door, you always remained connected. And I do feel like in your life, you're always meant to move with your trusting your intuition and trusting the universe, trusting the synchronicities. And as long as you continue to do that, you listen to the universe and move where it wants you to go and where it's guiding you, you're always going to experience success and abundance. So if you ever find yourself like choosing a path that doesn't feel right to you, know that that's when you're out of alignment. Always follow your intuition. Always trust your gut when making decisions. We have the Three of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Star. So these popping out on honesty. I feel like there was a connection in your life. You could have been with a fire sign where you experienced a heartbreak, but in a way, you know how Rumi says you have to keep breaking your heart until you find it, you have to keep breaking your heart to get to your core, to get to your truth, your honest, your soul. And I feel like that this one significant heartbreak that you experienced, it could have been a long time ago, that changed your life in a significant way. It may have triggered a significant awakening for you, or honestly, this could be that this is one of your gifts. I do feel like you guys, Libras love to date and love to have fun, and I feel like a lot of people are attracted to you, and I feel like a lot more people want to settle down with you than you want with them. And I do feel like because of that, a lot of people could experience heartbreak from separating with you, whereas you're more fine, like you don't get hurt as much because you're not as attached to these people. But it is that heartbreak that triggers an awakening in these people. It's like they become almost obsessed with you. They don't want to let you go. They want you to settle down with them. But I almost feel like you've kind of sensed this, that it's you walking away always leads to these people having these awakenings, or it's like every time you break up with someone, they end up like getting married after that immediately. It's like something changes in them. They go on this intense healing journey. You really crack them open. It's like your gift to the divine is triggering awakenings in people through love, through loving them. And because you have such a strong impact on them, that when things end, they experience a huge awakening. So that, if that is something that you recognize in your love life, like you recognize this pattern where like endings, breakups are a lot easier for you than other people, and the other person kind of goes through a very intense experience after that, don't ever feel bad, because you're giving them the greatest gift. You're helping them awaken and to crack open their heart and crack open their barriers. So it's like maybe after that, the next person is their divine partner that comes in for them. So don't ever feel bad that you don't feel the same way about people. It's honestly because part of your path and part of your gift to the world is experiencing that love and having that fun with people. But also, if you don't feel the same way and walk away, it helps them awaken, and it helps them find their own truth. That's very interesting. Let's see. We have the World. I do feel like for you guys, some of you where you are this significant, like if you are very optimistic, very hopeful, like you help bring people out of fear and just lower energies, you could, if you experience fame in this life, it could be because of this gift that you have. You could become a spiritual teacher, where you help people see the world from a divine perspective. You help people get out of fear and get out of those dense energies and transmute it to love. You know, Aphrodite, the higher octave, she is Aphrodite, the alchemist. Plato talks about how there's an Aphrodite where she's born from the sea, and another one where Zeus is her father, but the one where she's born from the sea, she's referred to as Aphrodite the alchemist, and it's her light, her aura, her spirit is so grand and powerful that just being around her heals you. It's like her light brings out your light, and it helps. It's like your energy helps people see their own divinity. It helps them see the best in themselves, have hope. You really are like this sun, this guiding light for people. Your energy, just your mere presence is very healing and transformative for people. And you know, if you do experience that, like when you're around people, they come to you and say like, wow, you just being around you, I feel so much better, or you inspire me, you are so positive. If that is the kind of response that you get from people, I definitely feel like there's a possibility for you, if you so choose, to kind of like go around the world teaching and speaking to people and motivating them. That could be a career path that is possible for you. You know, you are born with this gift, and if you don't mind that recognition, if you don't mind being known and having those eyes on you, this is something that you might really want to consider, because again, that's a gift, that's a very powerful gift that you guys have, and it would help so many people if you chose to share it with the world. All right, Libra, we're going to end your reading with a Moonology card. We have Don't Let Pride Get in Your Way. I don't know why this makes me think of this card. And also, I kind of want to say not just pride, but don't ever let your ego get in the way. And the reason I say that, again, you guys are always meant to follow and take action, trusting your intuition and letting your higher self and your soul guide you. Don't let pride and your ego ever get in the way where it's like you're being guided to move in this direction, and maybe like immediately you're not gonna get the same abundance and feedback from this job, for example, whereas this job, it doesn't resonate with you, but there's a lot of money in it. Always follow your intuition, because it will lead you, whatever abundance you would get here, you would get so much more on this path, even though it might not be immediate, but it'll be stable and it'll be protected by the universe. Always follow your intuition. Don't let pride, get in your way and throw you off alignment with your higher self, because you being aligned with your higher self and being connected to source and spirit and God and the universe is your greatest gift to the collective. And it's because when you are aligned, your aura and your energy is so powerful and radiant that it's like walking down the street, whoever passes you by, you do affect them. You do lift their energy. It's like they all of a sudden feel like this wave of calm and joy and bliss. And that's a very significant and powerful gift that you have. So always try to stay connected to your higher self. If you find yourself getting dragged into your ego and living more in your ego and pride, just, redirect yourself, because as long as you're staying aligned, you're always supported and guided by the universe. All right, Libra, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.